No joke, this is probably my most anticipated DC movie right now. So DC Fandome is about to finish off with the announcement of the Batman and reveal in the trailer. However, unfortunately for them, but more fortunately for us, the trailer itself was leaked an hour ahead of time. So if you're wondering on why there's some bad quality pictures in this video, then I've got them from the leaked trailer. But from what I can see from the teaser trailer, I am really impressed with what they're doing, and it is clear that they're going in a much darker direction. This is quite possibly the darkest and most mature version of the Batman on film, at least based on my early impressions. And it is pretty evident in this trailer in that they are going to be focusing more on the detective side of Batman, which is something that has barely been touched upon in any of the previous Batman films, and the only thing we got to that was a bit of the Dark Knight. Speaking of Batman, it is pretty clear in that this is going to be a much younger take on the character, and no doubt there's going to be more vulnerability in Robert Pattinson's incarnation of Batman. And through in this trailer, it is evident in that this is going to be set within the first 1 or 2 years of him being the Batman. As for the Batman himself and the overall Batsuit, I do think it is really glorious in motion, and it is very believable in that this is something Bruce Wayne would make during his early years. And sure, this is some pretty impressive looking Batsuit, but it is obvious that he isn't quite at the peak of his game just yet. Which is all the more evident in this portrayal thus far, in that Bruce Wayne is a little ahead of himself and is just all the more brutal in terms of his fighting style. He isn't as nearly experienced as your traditional Batman, but that's the thing that I really want to see out of this film, and it does seem like thus far that they are going to be taking full advantage of this. So I do get to see glimpses of other characters such as Jim Gordon, which it does seem like we're going to be seeing a bit of his origin as well. Well, Selina Kyle, who has yet to fully don the identity of Catwoman. So if you look close enough at her mask, you can see the slight hint of ears, whilst her sporting the traditional black outfit, albeit in a more homemade take. And we even do get to see a group of Joker goons by the looks of things, so it does seem like they are going to be flirting with the idea in that the Joker does in fact exist in this universe. Plus we also have a really good glimpse at the Batcave, which I must say it does look really amazing, and I do love how basic it looks, considering that once again Bruce Wayne isn't even at his prime yet, so ideally his technology wouldn't be as much as you would expect from a traditional Batman story. But surprisingly enough, it is in complete contrast to the Batmobile, in which looks completely slick as fuck. And I might be going on a limb in that this could very well be one of the best Batmobiles on screen, despite I've only seen a few glimpses of the Batmobile itself. And so far from the trailer, it does seem like the big villain of this movie might actually be the Riddler, given plenty of clues and motifs, and now it seems to be heavily promoting the villain overall. Granted, given that this is going to be a mystery film, there could be some red herrings, but overall I do feel like the Riddler being a primary antagonist does fit perfectly and does complement Bruce Wayne's detective work. But overall I am really keen to see the Batman movie because it does seem very unique. I do want to explore more of this incarnation of Batman, and on top of that it does seem like it's going in a completely different direction, focusing more on the detective side of Batman while also focusing on his early years and taking full advantage of it. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I do think that this could very well be my most anticipated DC film, if not maybe even my most anticipated film of next year. So what do you personally think of the first official teaser trailer for the Batman movie? Does this have you all the more pumped into exploring this new incarnation of the Batman, or would you much prefer to focus on the Batman from the DCEU? Comment below with your thoughts, and as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.